I would say that the hardest part for people on the Sinclair Method, meaning when they're using naltrexone to cut back on their drinking, the hardest part is really the habit change. And that's what you will hear people say all of the time. I've done so many polls and asking people what's their biggest challenge on the method, and it really is around habits. And the reason that is because when we start on naltrexone, we start to see our craving for alcohol go down. We start to see ourselves have more control over alcohol. And that's a really exciting feeling for a lot of people, but it's also really terrifying because they realize, oh my goodness, I've been drinking every day or most days for years or decades. What do I even like to do apart from alcohol? How do I like to cope? Something I often hear people say is, I don't really feel like drinking today, or I didn't really feel like having the third drink, but I had it anyway. And that's why habit change can be so difficult, because a lot of us start to see just how much our drinking is done out of habit when the craving for alcohol starts to quiet down through naltrexone. If this is you and you're on naltrexone in the Sinclair Method and you're feeling stuck or plateaued, or you're like not seeing the progress that you would hope for, one recommendation I have, and there's so much I could say, and without talking to you, I wouldn't know exactly what you're going through, but one thing that I find is really helpful for our members is to revisit your why. Why is it that you want to change your drinking? What are the costs that alcohol are bringing to your life in the short term today, but also in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? Why is it that you wanted to go on the treatment in the first place? What are the benefits that can come if you can actually cut back on your drinking and reach your ideal relationship with alcohol? So revisiting your why and examining all the reasons why you want to make this change. For me, it was helpful to keep a running list. I would just write things down, because as days went on with the treatment, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's another reason why. That's another, cost alcohol has in my life, or this is something else I want to do that alcohol's been getting in the way of. So revisit your why, write them down, and read them regularly, like at least multiple times a week, to keep reminding your conscious mind of the goals and ambitions you have apart from alcohol. And when you're constantly feeding your conscious mind with this information, it's going to help your subconscious and the habits that you have start to shift. We have a lot of resources on this in our program. If you want more support, we specialize in the Sinclair Method protocol specifically because it's such a nuanced treatment that really requires specialized support. Learn more about our program with the link in my profile, or just head directly to thrivealcoholrecovery.com. It's all private, it's all online. We would love to help you.